Hi, Paw Prince. This is the Divine Masculine reading. I do read with intuition, so that's how I feel and what I feel within the cards of what I'm picking up. And I do read for the collective, so not everything will always resonate with everyone. So let's find out what's going on with the DM. Let's see what's going on with the DM. So, I'm feeling like there is a point where they thought they were being victorious about something, but it's all come crushing down now. Like their plans of feeling on top and feeling empowered has kind of flipped. It's like the DS have the more control now. It's like for some of you, you're not happy, as in you knew what was going to happen with them. You knew they weren't going to get anywhere with what they were doing. And it's kind of, because it's come true, it's kind of a letdown because it's just disappointment in general. But then there's this other side to you that you're kind of loving it. You're loving that they've kind of been fucked over, been kicked in the teeth, and it's kind of they're getting a bit of karma. And some of you are really loving this, really just feeling it and really sitting in just being smug about it. And it's kind of good that you're being like this because it's kind of, you can sit back and laugh about it and you can still get on with healing you, but you just know that they're miserable and you're kind of loving it. And it's kind of now you've been harsh, but you haven't had to hurt them to be harsh. All you've done is turn your back on them. And that's, to them, they think it's harsh, but to you, it's deserved. And it's kind of, they've been giving it harsh, but in a good way. It's kind of opened, it's kind of opened their eyes, but it's also opened new doors for you. And it's kind of, it's like you're doing really well and they've tried to come back in and you've kind of kicked them down. You're like, fuck off. You are literally on your high horse and you're kind of kicking them to the dirt by saying, I don't want to know you. No, go away. I wasn't good enough for you when I wanted to know, I wasn't good enough. But now you want to know me. No. It's kind of, you're kind of seeing things clearly for the way they are, and they're kind of now, their lies that they were telling themselves, that they were telling people, are kind of coming clear now. And it's kind of like they've kind of stabbed themselves in the foot and now they're stuck. It's kind of it's kind of flipped where they're now being filled with toxic and darkness and they're falling. It's like, because the DFs are the light bearers and they've walked away, it's kind of they're now leaving the DM to see the darkness. They're not going to see the light. They're filling with darkness. They're going to be void because it's literally, they're not going to know where they're going. They're going to be stuck because they're now going to not have any way. They're not going to know which way is forward, which way is back, because they're filled with so much darkness. Let me get some things that are going on with them, like what they're needing to deal with, some triggers that they may need to that they're going to be going through and dealing with. And so there's 2. I'm picking up there's 2. Okay. Right. I want 3 from the 2 halves. 1, 2, 3. So I'm feeling like they tried to come in and wrap their webs around you, and you kind of shunned them off. So now they're feeling rejected. But it's good, they need to feel this rejection, because all they've ever done is reject other people. They kind of need to have a taste of their own medicine to move forward. Sometimes it takes actually experience something we're doing to actually understand how it impacts people. And they're kind of now being filled with darkness, and while that darkness feels, and it's going to fill them, they're going to feel very defenseless. They're going to feel very got their back up. They're going to feel very isolated, and this is kind of something they're going to need to work through and push through on their own, because they need to know that the DS aren't always going to be there to pick up the pieces. They aren't going to always be there to take the shit that they're going to be given. It's like they need to learn from their own mistakes, and they need to do this on their own. So it's kind of good that the DS are kind of turned their back right now. But they also have their it's like they're having fantasies, but sexual fantasies. Like they could be sleeping with other people, sleeping with their karmics. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter who they're with. They're still thinking of you and what they want in the bedroom. It's like they are thinking eat, sleep, breathe, sex with the DS. It's like they want it, but they're fantasizing about it because they know they can't get it because you've turned your back. And it's kind of the reason they're feeling much more sexualized towards you is because they can't have you. It's like when before, it's like some of you were just giving it to them. Like if they snapped their fingers, you went running. It's kind of now you're showing them you're a boss ass bitch. It's becoming more of a sex appeal to them, that it's kind of a turn on, that you're showing them that you're not going to take this shit, that you are independent, that you don't need them, and it's kind of making you come across more attractive to them, but not in a way where they just want you because you're being... It's not that they want you sexually because you're showing that you're a boss. It's more that they're loving this side of you because it's showing them that if they don't pull their finger out their ass, they're going to lose you. And it's kind of knocks them on the head to say, you need to sort this out or else. And it's kind of giving them that wake-up call. That's why they're finding it very irresistible, because they like that you're being able to push them, if you like. You're pushing them, and it's fueling their love for you, their sexual desire for you, just all round wanting you. They need that. It's kind of, they need that reassurance that you're not going to be a pushover. And it's like, if you're a pushover, it's kind of a letdown to them. So when you show them you're not going to take their shit, it's kind of, they're loving that you're not going to take shit, if that makes sense. You're making them jealous as well, because they're seeing you having a life without them. You're still just showing them you don't need them and you can have a life without them, and they're kind of getting jealous that they're not involved in it and they feel like they're missing out. And it's kind of, you're sitting there like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like what's going on, not my problem. And they're going to then want you, and you're going to be like, nope, you didn't want me then, you don't get me now. If you didn't want me at my worst, you don't get me at my best, sort of thing. So let's get some guidance and advice about the DM. can have some guidance and advice on the divine masculine. Some guidance and advice on the DM. Some guidance and advice. Some guidance and advice. So, keep doing what you're doing. Keep working at healing what you need to heal. Any new triggers, heal them. Keep loving yourself and spreading love to others that need help loving themselves. Like, show other people unconditional love. Keep doing that, because it's making you come out of the darkness, and it's pulling you away from the darkness and the toxicity, and it's making you shine even brighter. Don't fight for them, because you showing you don't need them, and you can move on without them, and you can be you. You don't need them to be you. That's going to give them the passion and the fire to chase you, to fight for you. It's kind of, they're going to see you in a new light, and it's kind of, they're going to desire you. They're going to want you. And it's okay when you're on your own to sit and think it's not fair sometimes, or that it's upsetting that life doesn't always go to plan. But it's very much, you can have self-pity for yourself, but don't do it where it's noticeable. When people see you, give it that you don't give a shit, that you're very much focusing on you, not anybody else. And give the attitude that if people aren't going to accept you or join you, they'll get left with the crowd, because you're here to stay. And for some of you, if you want to focus more staying in and focusing on you, that's okay to do that too. It's just when you're going out, if you go to the shops, or you go into town, or you go see your family, give that attitude of you are you and you don't give a shit. It's okay that you're down. It's okay that you're down at home, but kind of to the world, show that you're this boss bitch, and that will help strive the DMs to want more. So yeah, just keep doing you, because it's you now not giving a shit and turning your back on the DM. It's kind of giving them that fuel or fire to run after you and realise they're losing you, and if they don't hurry up, they're going to lose you, sort of thing. So that's what I'm picking up for the DMs. Thank you for watching.